Welcome to a brief tutorial on how to winter welcome. Today, we're going to cover how to register for orientation, how to schedule your academic advising appointment, and what to expect during your winter welcome session. So, what is winter welcome? It's Mizzou's orientation for new freshmen and transfer students who are beginning here in the spring semester. It really is a multi-step process that consists of your winter welcome session, a set of online orientation modules, as well as your academic advising appointment. The first step in that process is your winter welcome orientation session. And this is where you're going to meet with other incoming students. You're going to maybe meet some faculty, some staff. You're going to learn a lot about the campus, resources that are available to you, various support services. And if you choose the in-person option, obviously you're also going to get to see some of campus. The second step in the process are our pre-orientation and pre-advising modules that are located in Canvas, which is the university's learning management system. This is something that you're going to use throughout your time here at the university for all of your classwork. So now's a good chance for you to start getting a little bit familiar with it prior to that. And so in these modules, and we're going to have a separate video that's going to go a little bit more in depth and describe how to use these modules. But real briefly, we've got a lot of information about some of those campus resources and services that are in the Canvas site for you to review. And perhaps most importantly, there's going to be some information in there that you're going to need to review prior to your academic advising appointment. And so each college or school has information in there about how your advising appointment will work, kind of what your role is, what your advisor's role is, as well as some information about tools that they want you to review prior to your meeting. That just means when you have your advising appointment, you and your advisor are going to have more time to discuss your courses, what you're interested in, and they have to spend less time just kind of discussing those certain tools and gen ed requirements as well. So what you will need to do is you'll need to review that pre-advising section, and at the end of it, there's a pre-advising acknowledgement. It's just a quick little checkbox letting your advisor know, yes, I reviewed this, I'm prepared, I'm ready to meet with you. And then the last step in the process is the actual academic advising appointment. You're gonna have the opportunity to choose from either a virtual or in-person option for that. What we have learned is that over the last couple of years, for your academic advising appointment, the virtual option works very, very well. When it comes to your winter welcome session, we do have a virtual option there for those folks who need that. But the in-person option for the orientation is probably the preferred option if you can do that. So, but on your academic advising appointment, before you meet with your advisor, you're going to want to complete those modules. You're also going to have a pre-advising questionnaire to complete, and this just gives a little bit more background information about you to your advisor, so they can be a little bit more prepared for that meeting. So, how do you start this process? Well, you're going to go to the newstudent.missouri.edu website, and this is where you'll begin the process of registering for winter welcome. We're going to send you a link. You're going to want to check your university email often, but you'll get a link to sign up. If not, you go to newstudent.missouri.edu. You'll find this page, and you click on that reservations and checklist page. And you'll then log into the system, and one of the first things you're going to see is your checklist or your status page here. You'll click on that new student programs reservation form. You'll get in there, you'll preference your winter welcome date. You'll maybe provide some information about any guests that you're bringing with you. And that's it. That's all it takes to sign up for your winter welcome session. Now, a little bit about what to expect at our sessions. Our in-person programs, it's close to a full day. We'll start check-in around 9 a.m. And then you'll pick up your student ID if you submitted that information in advance. And then we'll have some presentations, breakout groups. We're going to have a resource fair with lots of offices from the university, opportunity for you to do a little bit of kind of one-stop shopping. We're going to provide lunch. We'll also provide you a light continental breakfast during check-in. And then you'll end the day with a meeting with your college or school. And you can kind of see some of the topics that get covered we pack a lot into just a few hours here. So, and then in terms of our virtual option, the program's much shorter. It's about 3.5 hours. It's going to be Zoom based. Students will participate in 2 student small groups led by current students here at the university. And then we'll have a couple rounds of some mini presentations and Q&A covering topics like housing, dining, campus safety, and student health. While you're in one of your student groups, we will have a panel of current students for any family members to ask questions of current students if they would like to. And you'll also have the option to attend a virtual open house with your college or school. So after you completed your winter welcome reservation, you can see that you'll go back to your status page and you'll see these other steps that you need to complete the process. So one of those is that pre-advising questionnaire that I mentioned that gives your advisor a little bit of background information. You just click on that complete now link. And this is kind of just real simple what it looks like. Again, you're just providing a little bit of background information so your advisor knows you a little bit better before we all meet. After you completed all of the steps in the process, this is what your status page will look like, including once your advisor has gone in and scheduled that advising appointment with you, you'll be able to come back here and check and see the date and time. That information will also get emailed to you. And as I mentioned, you've got that pre-advising acknowledgement and your preference form to complete. The links to those are right there, and we will email that information to you as well. For parents, family members, a lot of the information that we have that students will have access to, we've also created a website here on the New Student Programs website with links to that. Please feel free to take some time to check that out. And then, as I mentioned, you're going to log into several different websites. If you can't remember what your username or your password is, or your student ID number, if you go back to your admission status page at futuretigers.missouri.edu, you'll be able to find your username and your student number. And if you need to, you can reset that password as well. So with all that said, we look forward to seeing you on campus, whether that is during your winter welcome session or in January. So, go Tigers.